Hey, welcome back to Top Agent Training. I am Kurt, and we're going to talk really briefly about what we're inspecting from an electrical point of view. Again, this is a home inspection, means a general inspection that includes electrical. It is not an all-out electrical inspection. We're not looking for voltage drops and amps and all these different crazy things that an electrician might come in. We're also not looking for, if your client comes in and is 6 months after the inspection plan, or once they buy the house, planning on adding a whole new kitchen to a 1960s house, we're not there to tell them like, oh, you might need a sub panel down the road. That's the inspection is what is there in the moment. So what are we looking at? The first things that we provide you: picture of the service, picture with the panel cover on so we can see the labeling and which breakers are for what. A thermal picture once we take the panel cover off so we can make sure that nothing is running with abnormal temperatures or excessively hot. We take a picture of the main disconnect, and then we do a video inside the panel just to give you an idea of what we saw that day. The SOP, standards of practice. So these are all the things we're going to tell you. How big is the main disconnect? Service type, the voltage, is it breakers or fuses? Very rare to find fuses nowadays. Is the system grounded? What's the main type of wiring coming in? What's the branch wire going throughout the house? Is single strand aluminum wiring present? And then we have the state requires we say it's fine otherwise. So for whatever reason, we couldn't get into the panel, or it was a condo, or so there was something weird about it. We have all of the write-ups as to why if it was pouring rain outside and the panel's outside, we can't stand in puddles to open up panels. We've got issues and concerns, damage, deterioration to the service coming in, whether that's above ground or below ground. Any of the known problematic panels, we have write-ups on what all of those are about. If there's a problem with the wiring, like old wiring, Kloc wiring, knob and tube, etc., we give you the whole write-up on aluminum. And I don't want to go too deep on this, but basically, if you have single strand aluminum wiring going from the panel to one thing, to the range, to the air conditioner, to the water heater, whatever the case may be, and then back to the panel, that's fine, totally okay. It's when the aluminum wiring, single strand aluminum wiring goes to outlet, to fan, to lights, to light switch, etc. That's when it's a problem. Some inspectors don't get that right, and they kind of send you on a wild goose chase. Problems that inside the panel, we'd have double taps, small services, debris. They use the wrong kind of screws. You don't want to use like really sharp screws, because like pointy wood screws, because obviously that could penetrate a wire. Someone could get hurt there. And then, like I said, we do all of electrical. So you'll see that while we're doing electrical, you'll see us going through the whole house. And then the last section is all that stuff: lights, fans, maybe burnt out bulbs, loose outlets, GFCIs not where they're supposed to be, maybe GFCIs that aren't working properly, wiring that isn't written up properly. Then we've got the dryer and the range. If the dryer and range aren't present for us to test them, we have little testers where we can actually test the outlet. Waterproofing, so just anything of an electrical nature that could cause a problem. So this is where you'll see also a lot of red items in our report, because obviously anything electrical is either a fire or an electrocution safety hazard. This is where you'll see a lot of red items in our report that are actually can be quite inexpensive to fix, but we have to write them up as a red issue, because anything electrical could be a fire hazard, shock hazard, electrocution hazard, that kind of thing. So that is what we're doing when we do an electrical inspection, and in case you were wondering, now you know. All right, we'll see you in the next training.